Hello. Ding, ding, ding. Clang to him. Since oh wow, for you, man. It only means one thing, baby. There's a little more. I got something for you, baby. 'Cause if I'm calling, that's alright. It only means one thing, baby. What hour is it? It's Mercury hour. That's why. Did it look great? Oh my gosh. Oh, that was from yesterday. Look, my back is broke. And now make it hurt, make a what? Shut the blood. Oh no. So latido. I can't. Stereo. Station. Relation. Vibration. Oh no, vibration. Love with the sun. With the frequency. Super frequency. Love my friends. Love my friends. I do this for them. I do this surprisingly. This dream I've always had, this envisionment of purpose was so that I were ever out of a home, or if my siblings were ever out of a home, or if, God forbid, any of my family or friends were knocking on wood for that one. God forbid that they end up without a home, without rent. I want them to be protected. I'm not a lawyer. I can't do renters' rights. We've already had some people stand up to renters' rights, for renters' advocacy. We got to take it a step further. The capitalist society is making us crumble, and we're still trying to break our backs to pay some unknown entity, some bank, some third-party bank that owns land. Why is a third-party bank owning land in America and selling it for American dollars to American people, and the money is not going towards the government? I don't know. That just don't make sense in my brain. I would think that the US government would own the land and they wouldn't allow a bank to buy it, because that shows exactly where our dignity lies. America would sell its soul for $1, obviously, because all of these banks own the land, and then they're selling it through mortgages to people, and now people are going in debt for rent and mortgages and all this. Let's cut the BS. Let's cut the BS. Money is imaginary. Money is no longer a thing. So what do you mean you're going to kick me out of a physical structure because I don't have imaginary dollars? Make it make sense. You are going to kick a physical being out of a physical space because they do not have imaginary dollars. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We have individuals breaking their bodies, losing their minds, losing their sanity, their goals, their passions, their dreams. They're losing all of this life and physicality that makes them amazing in order to make sheets of paper with faces printed on them to pay for a physical building to cover their head? Whoa, 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 whoa. Someone seems to be the middleman here. And it seems to be the wrong item being the middleman. Me as a physical human being should not have to pay another physical human being imaginary coins in order to have a land, in order to have land. And the fact that for generations, people have had to struggle to obtain land and had to resell their land and lease their land in order for them to make imaginary dollars to then support their life, to have food on the table, to pay for their kids' education. You tell me at some point in time, you then change the hands of who had the knife, of who was stabbing the middle class in the back, by making the middle class working people now the property managers and property owners of renting these establishments. Now we have the common folk like you and I being mad at other common folk because the only way they can make a living is because someone told them that the roof that they're providing for someone else is a certain financial monetary value. That should have never been the case. They should have just received financial stipends for being American, for being born and choosing this land, for choosing the roof over our heads in America, that is the land of opportunity. We should have been given finances for that opportunity. We should not be paying into our American dream. America should be paying us to dream. That am I getting somewhere? We as the American people should not pay America to give us our dreams. America should be paying us, its citizens, to live our dreams without breaking our backs. Just because the past generation broke their back don't mean we got to. Why are we continuously putting price tags on certain things? We don't. I feel like I'm gonna keep talking in circles if I keep. I'm gonna forget about it. I'm gonna forget about it. I am blessed and grateful that there are some things that that don't cross my mind. And that is why I live in this utopian world up here. But I feel as though this utopian world in which I'm living in up here is is reasonable. I feel like it's on a few people's minds of something that can be done, that can be plausible. Yet we aren't the ones in power. We have people from the 1920s and 1930s and 1940s who only knew struggle, who only knew that in order to make sure that we had something to eat at night, we had to hold things close to our chest. We don't got to do that no more. We have more than enough to give. We have more than enough to be generous. Why is America being selfish? I don't even know if I'm making sense, and that's okay. Actually, I should stop saying if it makes sense or not. Because it makes sense to me, that's why I'm saying it. There we go. There we go. I need you to floor it, baby. Yours. Let's catch the rental, baby. Mm-hmm. And Johnny. What? What? Like, ooh. I also did not actually eat. So yeah, now I'm actually gonna eat. Bye.